Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. And as you can see by the length of this video, we've actually got a very decent one going on here. Very decent length. Not quite as long as the grand final of the first Harry Bash, which was like, I don't know, it's like an hour long actual video time. It was like an hour and 50 minutes Starcraft time. That was nuts, but oh, talk about nuts here. This SCV getting totally owned by the drone while trying to do a proxy. The good thing that Mr. JJ sent out another SCV to help back it off, but Barracks going down and we're almost certainly going to be seeing a pull first build out of Bly. So let's introduce the players anyway. So down the bottom right side of the map, it is going to be Bly, and he is 25 years old. He's from the Ukraine and he plays for Team ASO, which is definitely a prestigious team to be playing for. Yeah, so really good stuff there. And actually knocking back that Barracks, I think he lost a couple of workers. Lost one worker, so that's not too bad. He loved to kill this other worker. Can he do it? I think he can. Oh, he got one hit off the other worker. Oh, is he going to be able to do it? Oh, this is so crazy, man. Just juking left and right. Oh, come on. No, is he going to be over for an expansion instead? I don't know. I think he's got him. Oh, this is so close. This is riveting stuff here. Oh, how the hell did he get away from that? Man, this guy's a complete boss right there. And he's coming back. He's not running for his life. I would have thought he'd be running for his life. He's just going to be chilling under the palm tree. But regardless, his name is going to be... Let's pull up his profile, actually. It is JJAKJI. I got no idea why he picked that name because it seems absolutely insane and not in a good way. So yeah, Mr. JJ, he is 20 years old. He's from South Korea, plays for the My Insanity team. And maybe that's why he picked that name, because in the My Insanity team, everybody has to have insane names. Well, maybe, you know what he probably did? He probably just, in the name field, we have to type in your name, he probably just smashed the keyboard. He just banged it a couple of times and whatever came out, he just picked that. I would not be surprised, actually, because, yeah, I mean, that's sort of the thing where you just smash the keyboard and that sort of stuff comes out, so. Yeah, is there a trivia? No, well, I feel like an idiot now. It's actually a Korean name of some kind. Whoops. Okay. Well, not gonna make fun of his name anymore because it's actually a proper word in Korean apparently. So yes. All right. Moving on. This I'm still gonna call him Mr. JJ because I got no idea how to pronounce that name. JJAKJI. No, I'm making a fool of myself, and it's gonna sound even worse trying to say it properly than it is just me making up something. So anyway, we've got an expansion coming down for Mr. JJ, and he's going to be just pumping out workers for now. Doesn't feel like he's going to be moving out anytime soon, or yeah, or he's actually making an orbital, so maybe he's going to be moving out. But yeah, it does have the rally point down for his minerals over there, so maybe he's going to be pumping out workers. I don't know. We do have a bunker coming down. We do have a bunch of Marines coming out. We've got a bunch of roaches coming out, actually. Fast roaches coming out for Bly. There's not a lot of them, but maybe they'll make something happen. And he's actually sacked a bit of workers there. I would have thought he'd be a lot higher on the working count right now. He's going for some 2-base pressure. And we'll see exactly how much he can do. This is a very early tech sort of play. We've seen so many Terran and Zerg players go for the fast plays. Sorry, go for the fast economy, go for a lot of economy early on. But Bly going for the very early play, and the fact that there's a tank here means that there is not going to work. Bly has no chance of doing this with a tank out the front. Unless he manages to snipe the tank, but he's not got the range to do that. He's going to burrow. Tank choosing to siege up while he's got a spare second. Puts a scan down and then starts blowing these guys away. Even pulling out some SCVs just to sort of tank the damage, but man, the roaches just, getting knocked away so badly it's not even funny. And they're basically gone from an attacking force to just a harassing force, just an annoying force. But Bly going straight for 8 workers is going to be transitioning into a more economic friendly play. And he actually did manage to kill a few harvesters off Mr. JJ. You had to pull a few away to actually defend that. So great job there. And actually, he managed to force this back. He managed to force this away. So it's not a complete waste of roaches. Definitely not. Managed to force the expansion away, and now he's going to get his own third base, which means, in the long term, Mr. Bligh is actually going to come out quite ahead from this engagement. The longer he can keep that natural expansion from going down, the longer he can keep Mr. JJ tucked up in his base. I'm thinking more about actually getting units out. Then actually attacking Bligh. Then Bligh can just let his economy go crazy, and there's... I don't know, man. JJ, he's been pushed back a little bit, and I'm not sure what he can really do about this. Oh, he's going to force him to use another scan up right there. That has got to be annoying. No, he's just going to be building a missile turret, man. He's just... Roach pops up, instantly gets absolutely massacred by the siege tanks. The other Roach not going to pop up. He's going to make the missile turret wait. Or he's going to make him wait for the missile turret to come up. And yeah, there we go. Then the Roach will die. Popping up at the last second. Actually makes a run for it. Actually might survive there. Great stuff. And I think he's out of range of the missile turret. So very, very slick move there. Command Center does go down, but he's going to have to watch for that. He's going to have to watch for that Roach. And he really, really doesn't want to scan to take care of that guy. Oh, he's going to burrow down in a better position. No, didn't quite make it. Trying to kill a worker. Didn't quite make it. So, unfortunate. Ended up dying, but whatever. I mean, those Roaches are pretty much expendable at that point. Bligh has done what he needed to do, and his economy is now insane. Absolutely insane. Look at this. 56 over 31. Now he just has to have a good game plan, and I would suggest that Roaches are probably not it anymore, because you know, you got tanks out on the map, you got Marines, it's Marine tank. Yeah, I'd say mutas are definitely going to be a good idea. With some bailing support as well, definitely. So there we go, there's the Spire. We've got a whole bunch of extractors coming out, all of the gas, and yeah, it is going to be mutiling. And with his insane macro, I think that Bligh is definitely got a very, very good opportunity to just completely take this out. So, doing a good job. JJ knows there is a third base down there. He could perhaps be thinking about some drop action right now. He's got the expansion tucked up pretty nicely. I don't think Bligh is going to be attacking this on ground anytime soon. No doubt there'll be some mutas flying around very, very soon, looking to take out these workers. But on ground, I think JJ he's tucked up pretty nicely. I think he should be fine. So yeah, the question is, how is he going to take this really bulky force out and actually start attacking the third base of Bligh? Because the problem with siege tanks is they're a very good defensive unit, but moving them out across the map, they're not as good. It's very slow sort of play. Not as slow as Swarm Hosts moving across the map, but it's still fairly slow. Oh, Bligh, man! Wake up! There's a dropship over there. Now he's seen it. He's not going to let that get away from him anymore. And the dropship going in. Move on back. There we go. He's getting a Spore Crawler out there to deal with that. And the Link's coming straight in, so having to run away straight away. And that drop, definitely great scout there by Bligh. Whether or not it was actually an accidental scout, it doesn't matter. It was a great scout nonetheless. And now the mutas are going to come out. And this dropship, man, if it gets knocked out by mutas, not going to be good at all. Overlord, oh, I couldn't quite get to the safety of the trees up there, but did get owned. Here we go, a bunch of Lings coming out, and maybe he's thinking about sneaking back in here. I mean, once these Lings sees that their forces are actually moving out on this high ground, these guys can come in and just sort of bash through the natural expansion. I don't know if they'll be able to easily bash through. I mean, supply depot wall. He could Bailing bust it and then send a bunch of Lings in here, and otherwise it's relatively undefended. Just a small group here, but oh, Bligh actually going for a fourth base. Not a good time to be thinking about going for a fourth base. And JJ with a very, very decent army out here. And Bligh needs to get a lot of forces going. He's got a lot of Banelings coming out. This is going to help. There's creep everywhere, so he should be good with this. But the Banelings taking so long to get out. And JJ being very aggressive to take those Banelings out. Doing a great job. So morphing the Banelings a little bit too close to the kill zone over there. And the mutas, I mean, he needs to move the mutas around from the top side, hit the tanks, try and take that out. And I think that's what he's going to be trying to do, moving the mutas around there, trying to hit the tanks on the top side. JJ, is he going to keep pushing out? I don't know if he wants to do that. I mean, I mean, if you just pull back off this, that's not necessarily a bad option. I mean, he's got a very decent army here. but I don't think he can actually move in and take out everything else. I don't think he can make everything else happen. Muta's going in, taking out a tank. Great stuff there. Very, very great stuff. And we'll see if the Mutas can just keep the harassment going on, because there we go, Bly getting a third base straight away. Excellent, excellent decision, and really quite necessary at this point. The Mutas trying to take out a Marauder, almost get it, but not quite. And Bly's just waiting for JJ to start moving up the cliff for this sort of stuff to start happening, and he's actually got an Overlord over there. I wonder if he can see all of this stuff. He can see enough to know whether the army is starting to move out. I suppose that's the important bit. Always sending a bunch of lings in there. 3 tanks on defense though, and that is not going to be the sort of thing he wants to do. But he's going to burrow in some banelings on the mineral line. That is just cruel. That is so cruel. But here we go. Marines starting to come up, starting to move out. Only a small group though, so they will eventually get taken out by this group. But JJ just sort of feeling the way out there. Oh, look at this. The creep is finally being pushed back, so that's pretty awesome. JJ, he is just sort of holding off here, meanwhile building another main army over there. Mainly, I think he just basically doesn't want Bly to be getting a third base over here anymore. He does not want that to happen. And this is the point in the game where Bly needs a 4th base. You can see he's getting a 4th base over there, right over the other side. He doesn't know how to deal with this force right here, but he needs a 4th base, so he's going all the way up there to actually get it. And I think he just, I don't know, man, he almost needs to run everything in there and just overwhelm it with the tanks on the high ground, on the tanks on the north side. If he can snipe the tanks with the Mutas, then he can just march his Banelings in here and he'll be fine. But there we go, he's pulling the Marines up the ramp a little bit. Got to snipe the tanks from the top side. Beautiful, beautiful play, pulling them up the top side. 2 more tanks go down, he's got 1 tank left. This may be enough for him to just march in there, or maybe he wants to snipe this other tank. I don't know if he can easily do it with the Mutas though, because this tank is not near a cliff. It's right in the middle of everything. So I think he's just going to have to run in there, and there we go. The force is coming in. Only 1 tank though, not enough to really break this Ling force. And everything goes down, and we're going to see a base come down there really, really fast. Here we go. The Marine actually scouting this 3rd base. Does not know about the other one though. The Terran force does not know about this base. Oh, the Banelings just came up. How many workers did they kill? Whoops, we want the units lost. Sorry. There's been a fairly decent amount of workers killed. I feel like half of the A team were probably in that battle right there, but doing a really good job, and those forces finally getting taken out. Let's have a look at the units actually. Bly is still doing a pretty good job. He's got 80 workers over 50, and he's 30 supply ahead, so I feel like the army is probably the same for both players. And JJ does have the potential to build a bigger army, but Bly of course does have the macro. And this is actually going to be quite similar to the game we saw a couple of days ago. What was it? Let me pull it up. TvZ versus Life, actually. If you haven't seen that one, definitely go check it out. It's an excellent game, but we actually saw the greed can sometimes be a bad thing, because if you get too greedy with too many workers, you mine out the easily defendable bases too quickly, and then you've just got the risky bases. They're the only ones left, and if you can't hold them, you can't get any minerals anymore. And that is exactly the sort of trap that Life fell into when playing against TvZ, but we'll see if the same thing happens to Bly in this case. Taking out a reactor, very, very nice job. Small drop force actually taking out this base, so going down, and Bly is going to have to run down there, take out this force. I don't think any of these guys are going to survive, so he's moving up the dropship, but the Mutas do destroy it, and he's going to be jumping straight back into this hatchery. Moving out his main force over here, he's got about 6 tanks, and we'll see if Bly can actually get in there, actually do something about it. He may just be skipping this force, he may just be going nuts on the main base. How many Banelings does he have? A very, very decent number. There he goes, flanking on the backside. The tanks are down in the middle, but they are way open to an attack from the bottom right, and if Bly can somehow make that happen, that could definitely be bad news. Here we go, a bunch of Marines coming in here. The drone's going to have to run for it. So Bly definitely stretched out a little bit. Usually it's the Mutas who are stretching the other player out, but definitely JJ is stretching the Mutas out. He's forcing them to run all over the place to try and defend their base. The hatchery goes down. Great play there by JJ. Right at the last second made it happen, and this is what I'm talking about. It's so hard to hold onto a base out there. I mean, JJ has no idea this base is actually there, so that's going to be a little bit dicey. Oh, the tanks. Horrible, horrible decision by JJ to leave those tanks out. Lost 3 of them. for no reason whatsoever. And that was definitely a bad decision there. So 3 tanks, definitely not something. He's going to lose another one there. He's going to lose another one there. A bunch of Banelings coming in, and this is actually going to be quite horrendous. He loses another tank. Bly, seeing that he destroyed 3 tanks there, he's now going to go for it, but his Baneling numbers have been knocked down. He doesn't have what he needs to deal with the Marines, so he's taking care of the tanks, but the Marines are still going to be pressuring him. Where are the Baneling numbers? He's burrowing it through over there, just why the hell not? It definitely turned into useful at some point, and yeah, there we go. There's all the Banelings he needs. So he needs a ton of Banelings, and he is getting them. So he's definitely staying on top of his forces. Sending out a dropship to take out this base again. And Bly's actually got more bases that he knows what to do with right now, which is not a bad thing when you're a Zerg player, because you get more macro and you've got more places to drop into once your hatcheries start getting taken out. Marines coming out, but there's not nearly enough Marines. These guys coming in. Oh, a tank. That is going to be so sweet. Oh, just couldn't get the tank. He so wants to get that tank, manages to finish it off before getting out of there. Great job. Meanwhile, his main force going in here, just a bunch of lings all over the place, taking out some miscellaneous units. Another drop coming down from JJ down the bottom left side of the map. Going to be taking out this base. The Mutas coming back in, taking out some tech structures. Taking out the Marines as well, but they're going to have to fly up. And look at how many missile turrets are going down. JJ is really getting worried about those guys. Drop successfully takes out this force. Not really much answer from Bly, but I think he should be able to save this base from going down. Hopefully, he may lose quite a few workers though. He's losing quite a few workers, down 64, so he's lost a ton. And there we go, it's actually quite equal from both players, so it looks like JJ's lost quite a lot of workers as well. We've got a main incursion over to this base. JJ definitely does not like the fact that there's a base on his side of the map, so he's going to try and have a crack at it. The Baneling's trying to have a crack at this force, but with no creep, they can't quite get the range in there that they'd like to have. And Bly, excellent move to move all of his workers ahead. He knew this base was going down. He needs to get a base up here again, but it's getting a little bit hard to hold on to bases. And yeah, this base going down as well. So very hard to hold on to the bases, especially when there's so much drop action going on. And we will see exactly how it happens, because sooner or later, JJ is going to run out of minerals there. But I mean, right now, Bly is the one who needs a 4th and a 5th base, man. He's really starting to run out of minerals. Oh, this base is not doing too badly, so he's doing pretty good. He's got early mining out to these 4th bases when he gets them up. He knows that he might have to fall back onto his 3rd base, you know, for a large... Oh, look at this, man. Bly, what are you doing? You nearly got pincered there. Very close to being completely surrounded, and that would have meant losing most, if not all, of those muta forces if he got pincered. So, great job that he managed to get out of there. The Baneling's still around. They're choosing not to go up for tanks. They don't waste their time for tanks. They only jump up for the bloody Marines. So here we go. A bunch of lings coming in here, hoping to sneak into the 2nd base. It's not going to happen. So there they go. I don't know what they're going for. They're going for the 3rd base, apparently. Not much defenses here. If they get in the mineral line, they could kill quite a lot of workers. It's almost impossible to micro the lings to purely kill workers at that point. Oh, these guys. Tanks out of position. Tanks out of position. 3 go down. The 4th one almost gets destroyed, but the Marines almost flank the mutas, and they manage to get out of there. So, man, tanks out of position is... it's happened a couple of times now, and JJ is not going to be happy about that. You definitely got to do a better job of defending your tanks, because mutas all over the place is not a good thing. Here we go. Marines dropping down. The drones get out of there. I don't think they've got enough to actually take this out, but the mutas may be a little bit slow to actually kill the dropship. Oh, just not able to get it. And the 4th base going down. Major incursion from Bly. And yeah, look at that. The base is going to go down. And this base right now is Bly's lifeline to actually making stuff happen in this game. He's down to 61 workers. But he is maxed out on a ton of units right here. He's got the ultras out. And the ultras are going to be awesome. So they're fully upgraded. The lings are fully upgraded. Where are our mutas? What do they got? They get 2 weapons, no armor. So they're not doing too bad. And we'll see, because this base right now is the key for Bly winning this game right now. If you can't get that base alive... Oh, missile turrets. Dude, not a good idea. Bly lost so much getting in there. He could go around the side maybe, but what is there really to take out here anymore anyway? It's just production buildings. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Oh, you should have popped the Banelings up. Bly missing an opportunity right there to kill quite a lot of Marines, but you can't be everywhere at once, although I suppose you really should be. if you're actually going to be playing this game as a Masters level player, or at least trying to be everywhere at once. So here we go, and it looks like JJ has managed to fortify this 4th base. It's going to hold on to it for now. It's going to be a great job. The hatchery going down, a couple of Marines just being annoying, trying to take it out. I think Bly will probably have to cancel that. I don't know if he can save it in time, and even if it does, it's going to be so low on the health. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen. So we've got the Ultras coming out. Quite a lot of Ultras. We've got the Great Aspire coming out. Manages to save it, but look how much health that's got. That's definitely not something he wants to leave lying around, but might as well go for it. And the important thing is Bly has his 4th base set down, and for now he is holding it. So there we go. Overlord just warping back. He's going to see the base down there, and that's pretty awesome. Going to get a bit of a scout off, so the mutas know this base is pretty fortified, and sending mutas in there, not a good idea. I mean, Bly doesn't have a huge amount of mutas anymore. It's just 14, so it's not the sort of force that can overwhelm a lot of missile turrets. Oh, this guy actually running back to the defenses does manage to make it. Muta's going to have to get out of there. They're slowly getting stripped back down, and he still wants to keep his mutas alive because they are integral to taking out the tanks. Although with all those Thors on the ground anymore, I don't know if mutas are actually going to be all that good for anything anymore with so many Thors on the ground. But here we go, Ultra's coming down. JJ is heading up his Marauder numbers, but he's already got a ton of tanks, so tanks are still going to be extremely good at dealing with the Ultras. Bly, realizing that he does not want to be here, is going to get out of there straight away, and does take quite a lot of hits to the ass trying to get out of there. But there we go, Broodlord's coming out, bunch of Corruptors coming out as well. Bly going for a massive amount of air tech, and not a lot that can really do with it. The Thors, if they change their mode, can potentially do a lot of damage to the Broodlords, but I'm sure the Thors are going to be primarily focused by the Broodlords. And yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, the Thors could potentially be the answer to the Broodlords once they start to come out, but it's really hard to say. Look at this, sending out the Lings. I think he's mainly just sacrificing them, but also trying to make something happen. Does pull out of there eventually, but JJ really on the warpath, and this 4th base is looking in very, very bad straits right here, and Blind needs to move over, needs to save it. The Broodlords are just too slow to get over there in time, and I don't know if he can actually hold on here. A bunch of Banelings managing to get in there, taking out a lot of stuff, but whether he can save this base, I do not know. The Broodlord's getting in range, the hatchery is almost going down. I don't think he can save it. The Thor's doing a ton of damage to the Broodlords, but I think the Broodlords have it here. They're doing so much damage to the Thors, and the Thors are going down. And the Ultra's trying to stave off the Marauders, but that is just not happening. The Marauders absolutely shredding everything, although some reinforcements coming in, killing a lot of stuff, and now the Medivacs are really saving this entire army. And suddenly with the Broodlords, with the Ultras, Bly has turned this around a little bit, and now he needs to take the advantage that he's got, and he needs to start doing some heavy economic damage. He needs to hit this 4th base, and he needs to destroy it right there. We'll see exactly if he manages to do that. He's managed to get his own 5th base up. He's sort of fortified it. As far as workers go, he's actually got knocked down quite a bit, but I don't think he's going to be building workers anytime soon. He's just going to be building a ton of everything else. Knocking these guys out, knocking the missile turret up. He's going for the 4th base. And look at these little changelings, man. Whoa. So here we go. 4th base going to be going down. I don't think JJ can save this. I really, really don't. So there we go. Broodlord's going in. What has he got for an army? He's got a lot of tanks. He's got not many Marines. He's got not many Thors. He's got not much that can really deal with the Broodlords. He's building a ton of Vikings at the moment. But with Corruptors out there as well. Actually, there are no Corruptors. I don't think... he's got like 1 or 2, but and a few mutas as well. But Bly with not a lot of anti-air forces actually in his army. So if there were a ton of Vikings, then he might be in trouble. But there's not a ton of Vikings. There's there's 6, and 6 is definitely a good start. He's got some mutas as well, and mutas can start to deal with the Vikings. But the mutas forces are getting wiped out quite effectively. There's only 5 left, so definitely Bly is going to be thinking of some anti-air right there. He's actually getting some fungals on the Vikings, and that's not a bad way to start off this battle, because I mean right now JJ, all he's got left is anti-air, and these Vikings are pretty much it, because he's got no chance of dealing with a ground army anymore. If he's got a ground army, the ground army is going to fall. He's got no chance. He cannot possibly hope to macro up a decent Thor force anymore, so all he's got is the Vikings. And Bly, man, he needs to do something here, because he's losing all these Broodlords to the Viking numbers, and I don't know. I mean, he's going for the jugular right here, but he may be overextending himself. And if he loses all of these broodlords, that's a massive investment, which he just threw down the toilet. I mean, wait for the corruptors. Back off, please. I mean, what is he thinking? The corruptors are just sitting back there doing nothing. That was a major mistake there. I mean, he's in the lead right now. He's so far in the lead, but even when you're so far in the lead where you think you got the game in the bag, you don't throw 6 or 7 broodlords into the toilet, man. It's just a bad idea. So yeah, though, look at this. He's lost this base. He's lost this base. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, what was he? I don't know. I can't believe he just didn't try and save those broodlords. So anyway, this base is going down. I think Bly has it. I think Bly has it in the bag, but I can almost not believe that he just threw those broodlords away. But regardless, let's see if he can make this. I mean, he's in the lead in terms of the army, but this hatchery, I mean, he's long distance mining, and that's never a good position to be in. So here we go. There we go. Vikings running away. That's pretty much all he's got. He's got a bunch of marauders. He's got a bunch of Thors. This might be able to deal with any ultras that come across. And corruptors coming around as well, so the medevac should be able to go down. And here we go, bunch of ultras. Suddenly, I don't know, man. Bly is not looking like he's exceptionally well in the lead anymore. He's looking like he might be a bit dicey. The Marauders coming out. And yeah, sort of kiting away. It wants to kite these ultras. Looks like they're going to do it. A nice fungal on the Marauders. They're all going to go down. And suddenly the ultras are back in control after that beautiful fungal. Vikings trying to make something happen, but they're not doing a fantastic job. The ultras are going to clean this up. And yeah, so Bly won that, but he did definitely take a lot of losses. Look at the ultras, man. They are in a horrible, horrible position right now. Only one ultra left, and it's down to not a lot of health right now. So great job there. The base is going to go down, and that's another command center. I think that might actually be JJ's last command center. And with 34 minerals left, he's basically dead in the water if this thing goes down. He's got a mule down there trying to repair it, but he hasn't got a lot of minerals to actually repair it. So those 4 marauders, sorry, is hanging on by the absolute edge, and he doesn't actually have enough minerals to keep repairing it. It's on fire, but he's got to bloody get some minerals to actually repair it, man. That's crazy. And look at this, man. He's lost all of his workers. Bly still has 44. He's still mining an income, so I think Bly has it. I mean, I really, really do think that he actually has it right here, because this base is not going to survive right here. It's got no chance. Look at the starports coming out. There we go. Some Lings coming in, some infested Terrans, blows up the base. That's it for JJ, man. All he's got are these marauders, and that's all he's ever going to have. So he's got no hope at all of coming back out of this game, and it's just going to be a slow death, man. These poor marauders are going to die. There's nothing they can possibly do about it. So there we go. Good stuff there. He's actually got all these buildings being revealed, and he's going to have to GG this. So, wow, that was crazy, man. I did not know who was going to win that game. It was very, very close the entire way through, but in the end, looks like Bly has taken it out. He's built his 4th base for the 20th time, I feel like, in this game, because it kept getting destroyed so much. And that's just a thing with this map, man. I mean, the 4th and 5th bases are so hard to hold on to. But once your first 3 are down, then you have to hold on to a 4th. You've got no choice. And if you can't, then you're screwed. So there we go. JJ maybe thought he still had a chance because he thought that Bly didn't have a base, but Bly's like, yeah, you know what? I actually do have a base. So JJ's like, oh, screw this. GG. And there we go. Done. So congratulations to Bly for winning that extraordinary game, and thank you very much for watching it. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.